Hi, welcome to TNT. Please subscribe to the channel. Now I'm taking you back about 6 weeks to the day when that building collapsed in Bangkok. There's been some quite big news over the past 24 hours, including a particularly high profile arrest over the collapse of that building. Who would have thought that that earthquake, I think it registered 7.7 on the Richter scale, in the middle of Myanmar could have affected Bangkok so far away. But that's what happened, and that incomplete building did collapse. Let's go back to the news of the day. And reported by Associated Press, a powerful earthquake rocked Myanmar, causing extensive damage across a wide swathe of one of the world's poorest countries, prompting officials to warn that the initial death toll above 140 was likely to grow, and it did. And in neighbouring Thailand, at least 6 died in Bangkok, where a high-rise under construction collapsed. And the official death toll out of Myanmar, some 5,352 people. And in Bangkok, as a result of that building collapse, 103 people died. Which takes us to this headline in Thai PBS World today: warrants issued for 17 State Audit Office building construction directors and engineers. And the story says the criminal courts issued warrants for the arrest of 17 directors and engineers of companies involved in the design, supervision and construction of the collapsed building. So they're chasing companies responsible for the design of the building, those responsible for the supervision of the construction, and those responsible for the construction, including Italian Thai Development Company and the China Railway Company. The Italian Thai Development Company, well known in Thailand, known simply usually as Ital Thai. They do a lot of infrastructure work around Thailand. They were the main construction firm involved, as well as this China Railway number 10 company. So here's a list of the people who are being rounded up with official arrest warrants, some 17 people. We're going to be focusing on this person, Premchai Kanasuta. Now, Premchai Kanasuta, not unfamiliar with Thailand's justice system, in fact has served quite a period of time incarcerated. Let's go back to this story. Reported in Banar News, banarnews.org, tycoon sentenced for poaching protected wildlife gets early release from prison. Convicted and sent to prison in 2019, spent 4 years in prison, was released 18 months ago, and then back to his job at Ital Thai. And just to remind you, in the middle there, the tycoon and 3 of his company's employees were arrested at the Tungyai Naraswan Wildlife Sanctuary in February 2018 after park rangers found them with guns and the skinned carcasses of protected wildlife species, including a black panther. And just at the end of that article, his construction company's projects included Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi Airport and the Bangkok Metro system. In May 2021, Forbes magazine dropped Premchai from the list of Thailand's 50 richest people, but noted back in 2017 his net worth around US $240 million. So the finish of the cleanup of that collapsed building and the arrest of these people making international headlines. We go to the BBC. 17 arrest warrants issued over Bangkok skyscraper collapse. And a court in Thailand's issued 17 arrest warrants for people connected to the building of a skyscraper that collapsed during an earthquake in March. And further down, Thai media reported yesterday that investigators had found structural flaws in a lift shaft in the building. Thai authorities are yet to release their findings into the cause of the building collapse. And then in the middle there, buildings in the Thai capital emerged from the quake largely unscathed, except for the State Audit Office, a tower made of blue glass and steel that was situated opposite the Chatuchak Market, a popular tourist attraction. And further down, more than 400 workers were at the site when it collapsed, and drones, sniffer dogs, cranes and excavators were brought in to help with the rescue effort. And then the latest news on this story from the BangkokPost.com. Premchai reports to police over Bangkok Tower collapse case. And they've used a photo there of his release from jail back in 2023. And says Premchai Kanasuta, the president of Ital Thai, and about 10 other people reported to police today over criminal charges in connection with the collapse of the building. The 71-year-old construction mogul arrived in a wheelchair at Bangsu police station to fight charges of professional negligence causing death. And the second sentence there, the warrants were issued after investigators found the design of the tower breached safety standards and also detected substandard materials. So I think I said 6 weeks, I meant it was 7 weeks today that we saw all that dramatic footage of the water cascading down the side of those buildings in Bangkok as they wobbled around, the rooftop pools spilling over and dramatically cascading down the sides of the buildings, and of course the building near Chatuchak Market collapsing to the ground. But it looks like justice is slowly being served. A report on the a formal report to the BMA of the collapse of the building imminent, and we'll probably know a little bit more once that report is released. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.